All right, George. Well, first off, man, I want to just thank you for sitting down today. I mean, like, I've known you for a bit, but we've gotten to know each other a little better over the last few weeks, and we connected because of a shared vision of making a better province in Nova Scotia and sharing our stories. And I'm really happy that you're going to share yours with us today.
Absolutely, I appreciate you stopping by, giving me the opportunity.
Yeah, great. So before we get started, I just want to kind of like give the viewers a bit of a background on like who you are, where you came from. So you grew up in the area here in Wolfville.
Born and bred, absolutely. Oh, Grand Pre, just outside.
Grand Pre, okay. So for those of you who don't know, that's just a
7 minutes.
7 minutes outside of town, on the Halifax side, and so you grew up. You went to Horton.
Horton, yeah, Wolfville Junior High, Horton High School, and then Acadia.
And you played soccer throughout your whole
childhood. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. For, different teams in the Valley, and then Valley United, and then eventually for Acadia University.
And so you went to Acadia after Horton and graduated when?
2011. I was supposed to graduate in 2010, but took an extra year.
That happens, man. Yeah. And so your family owns a Fireworks.
Fireworks FX. Yeah.
Fireworks FX. Can you kind of explain a little bit about that and how you got involved with
Absolutely. Well, my family used to own Wade's food stores that were throughout the valley. I think there's 12 or 13 stores. And when those were sold to Sobeys, my father, kind of took a gamble and put all of his money into this hobby that he had, which was fireworks. And it really worked out, or it seemed to, because, it's my career now. We do fireworks, the majority of them throughout the Maritimes, but we've in the past couple of years started a company based in Barbados, and we jump around from islands down there and do the majority of fireworks in the Caribbean, I believe. So
awesome.
Yeah.
And one of the main reasons that I wanted to reach out to you was your latest initiative, the nonprofit Kicks for the Caribbean. Can
Absolutely.
you kind of explain how that came about?
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, it was, I think, April of this year. I was shooting a display in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And it was a really wealthy British family that was having a birthday party for their 10-year-old son on this private island. So I was hired to go down and shoot a display for the kid. And it was my first time, I think, seeing such incredible wealth and being really kind of disgusted by it, and being exposed to the incredible poverty that's down there and the incredible wealth that visits every single day and every year. And there's kids over there that have never known electricity and live in shacks and stuff, and to look just out on the water there and see these mega yachts with helicopters landing on them and just coming and going every day, it must be incredibly kind of disheartening and frustrating. And I thought about a way that I could give something back, and since I played soccer my entire life, I thought it was a good opportunity to use that. So what we do is we gather up used soccer cleats and sports equipment and take them down and distribute them to kids in need.
That's awesome, man. It's great when people here in the Maritimes and Nova Scotia are doing things that can contribute to something larger than just our own area, and contribute to a great cause like supporting athletics outside of our borders in the Caribbean.
Absolutely. I think one thing that I realized, and I think that a lot of people don't realize, is that something as simple. I know it's not the be all and end all. This cause. It's definitely not the most important one, but it's not easy to get quality sports equipment down there, and it's definitely not cheap. So just when I grew up playing soccer, we never really struggled to supply me with, my family didn't struggle to supply me with the appropriate equipment. And I think that a lot of families up here are in the same scenario, where they've had kids grow up and play a sport their entire lives, and they've got closets full of gear that just isn't being used, and it's not really thought of as something that valuable. They're just old cleats, but to kids that really need it, it's incredible for them.
Yeah.
And they'll be used till there's nothing left of them. When they get taken down there, you know what I mean? They'll get passed around. So
absolutely,
yeah.
it's a great way to recycle old cleats or donate new ones, and
Absolutely.
I think it's awesome. I think it's great that we can share our passion for soccer with other and bring those opportunities to other people.
Of course.
In terms of donations, I think you actually have a shipment that's in kind of the works right now, and you just landed, I think, an exciting announcement with an airline. Can you maybe elaborate on that a little bit?
Yeah, for sure. Our next destination is Barbados. I'm heading down there with Fireworks Effects to shoot their New Year's displays, and that's where the next shipment is going. I've gathered them up over the past couple of months. Our first one was to Cuba in July, and our second one will be to Barbados. And WestJet, an incredible company. They've agreed to. It's actually a policy of theirs that each one of our crew is allowed to take one box or bag extra of checked luggage if it's full of humanitarian aid. So I think we're flying 10 crew members down there, so it'll should be enough to get the whole shipment. We're really excited, and they're so hospitable with people that are trying to do
good.
Yeah, trying to do good and create initiatives.
So with 10 of you, how many cleats can you bring to Barbados?
I think we're taking 150.
Wow.
150 this year.
That's 150 kids that wouldn't probably have the opportunity to play.
Of course, and like I'm incredibly appreciative to everyone that's donated. I know that there's a ton more out there as well, and that there's more islands that need them. So I'm excited to keep working at it.
Fantastic. And so how can people find you? How can people donate? How can people get involved? What are you looking for in cleats and all that kind of stuff?
Absolutely. We, for the most part, we're focusing on used soccer cleats, and we ask anyone that's comfortable with it to write their name on a piece of paper and just slip it inside the cleats when they do donate. That way, we're planning on displaying the name and uploading the photos to social media so that people, after they've donated their used gear, they can see exactly where it went and who received it in the Caribbean.
Love that.
Thanks. We think it's just kind of a different way to make a deeper connection between the people donating and the people receiving. I think the best way to get in contact now would be through our Facebook page, which is just Kicks for the Caribbean.
Email?
Email is kicksforthecaribbean@gmail.com. Yeah, and just fire me off a message, and I think that's what's been working best is people that are looking to donate have reached out, and we work out a way to connect.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, George, it's George Wade, by the way, and it's been a pleasure, man. You're a friend. You're doing great stuff, and we're so excited to share your story and continue to do all the great work. And guys, please donate. This is a great initiative, and it makes sense. I mean, those cleats are going to collect dust if
I think that's been one of the most exciting parts is I've been approached by many people saying, like, I've thought about doing this myself, and I've wanted to take your
and you
down
did
to the Caribbean. And what I've realized is there are tons of barriers for normal people to do that, and I kind of have an opportunity to ship gear, and I've been feeling guilty about not doing it.
Right.
So yeah,
awesome,
it's been
man.
great.
Pleasure.
Thanks a lot, bud.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate.
Though I know my love is blind, still I love it here. I'm afraid of the ocean, though I live by the sea. I don't want them waves to be washing over me. I'll never be a fisherman, man, the work's too damn hard. But I'm gonna get me a big old boat and put it in my yard.